Right, so in our Google Classroom, if you saw, and I'm going to show you here, you can see that I posted up a new assignment and it's again called descriptive writing. Okay, but it's a different slide. So it's our dinosaur slides. Okay, so a little different from our last week's theme. So we are going to be doing some warm-up activities to get us focusing on descriptive writing. Okay, and then we are going to begin writing. So we are going to be listening to a story. Okay, so this story is going to describe particular items. Okay, whether it be food or the smells of particular things. So you're going to be hearing a lot of descriptive language in this story. Our activity together as a class is we are going to be looking at these pictures that I have posted. So we have an apple pie, we have hot chocolate, we have leaves, and then you can choose your own photo. Okay, and we are going to be describing these objects or these items. Okay, this is our warm-up activity. Followed by that, we are going to be describing a picture, and then I will be teaching us about what our homework will be for the evening, okay, for the week. Are we ready? Thumbs up. All right. All right, boys and girls, so we are going to look and listen to Peyton's Picks the Perfect Pie. So lots of P's there. Peyton picks the perfect pie. So we'll take a listen. Oh, and I need to reshare because I did not share with sound. There we are.
Jack Bishop. So get cozy and lend me your ears and let's get reading. Peyton is particular, but she's not picky. Grown-ups use that word a lot. Picky, picky, picky. It's never a good thing. And it's not fair. Peyton likes dogs and cats, scooters and bikes, pools and beaches. She's not picky. Peyton likes to try new things. She learned all about long division in math class. It was hard at first, but now it's fun, like solving a puzzle. Peyton just started playing the saxophone. She remembers to practice every day and enjoys it, as long as her dog Milla doesn't howl. And Peyton loves sports, every sport. Peyton even likes dodgeball. And who likes dodgeball? But Peyton is particular about food. She doesn't like it when two foods touch on her plate. She doesn't like green foods, or orange foods, or red foods. Peyton doesn't like foods that are gooey or gummy, sticky or slimy, frosted or flaky. And she most definitely doesn't like chunky or lumpy foods. But lately, Peyton has been thinking a lot about food. Her parents, Penny and Peter, love to cook. They never say it, but Peyton wonders if they would like her to be, well, less particular about food. Peyton's parents host Thanksgiving each year and ask guests to bring pies. Everyone is always so happy during the holiday, surrounded by people they love and food they enjoy. Not Peyton, though. She loves her family, but the food is so green, so lumpy, and so flaky. I'm going to change this year, Peyton tells Milla. I'm going to try all the food. Milla gives Peyton a quizzical look. Okay, not all the food, says Peyton with a shudder, thinking about the lumpy gravy. How about I try one new thing?
So see, boys and girls, how they're describing the colors, the textures of the food. These are all descriptive words, okay? So we're gonna listen maybe for another 3 minutes. We're not gonna finish the story, but really pay attention to these descriptive words, okay?
Peyton hears her mother singing as she rolls out pie dough. I'll try pie, Peyton exclaims. On Thanksgiving morning, Peyton helps her mom weave strips of pie dough into a pretty top. The small holes allow juices from the apples to evaporate, Penny says. That's why my crust is so flaky. Peyton tries to pretend she didn't just hear the word flaky. She looks over at her dad. Dad, do you need any help? The first guests are here. It's Uncle Sherwood and Uncle Mark. Peyton is excited and a little nervous to see all the different pies. We brought our famous lemon chess pie, says Uncle Mark. I like checkers better than chess, Peyton whispers to Milla. Then she asks her uncles, what does this pie have to do with playing chess? Uncle Sherwood is a history buff. This recipe dates back several hundred years to England. The original name was cheese pie because the yellow filling sets up very firm, like a piece of cheese. Cheese and pie? Peyton is concerned. That sounds both lumpy and sticky. Don't worry, says Uncle Mark assuringly. There's no cheese in our pie, just lemon, sugar, cornmeal, butter, and eggs. When the next guest arrives, Peyton is in the kitchen. She runs to hug Maria Alvarez, a social studies teacher at Peyton's school. Peyton, don't crush my ruffled milk pie. Ruffled what? Peyton asks her favorite teacher. I first had this pie in Greece, explains Miss Alvarez. It's made with the thin sheets of phyllo dough that are shaped into ruffles. A sweetened egg custard is poured over the phyllo, and the pie is baked until the phyllo is crisp and the custard just wiggles. Oh no, Peyton whispers to Milla. A pie that wiggles? And aren't ruffles for dresses? Peyton opens the front door to find a crowd on the porch. It's Grandma Pearl, Grandpa Rich, Aunt Mia, Uncle Noah, and Peyton's three cousins, Jude, Jane, and Jamal. Make room for me and my millionaire pie, says Grandma Pearl. Peyton asks her grandmother, do I get extra allowance if I try a piece? Don't be silly, Peyton. But this pineapple pie does taste like $1,000,000. Don't tell your parents, she added. But I bought my pie at the bakery for $10. What a deal! There's a knock at the back door. Peyton and Milla run to greet the next door neighbors. Bonjour, Peyton, says Miss Macaron. Please take my plum galette. Galette? Asks Peyton. Oi, Peyton, exclaims Madeline, who is in Peyton's grade. A galette is a rustic French tart. You arrange sliced plums on the dough, fold over the edges, and bake. And voila! Don't forget the candied violets, as Miss Macaron.
All right, boys and girls, I'm going to stop it there because I want to have time to do our assignments. But you can see that there's a lot of descriptive language used within that story. All right, so you can see where I wrote. So I said good writers use detailed descriptions to paint a picture. So remember, we're showing, we're not telling. So this picture is going to hook your readers and they're going to be more interested in reading your writing. So here are some examples of descriptive writing from Peyton Picks Perfect Pie. So we can see here, not just saying meat, but however it's white meat, lumpy gravy, fluffy rolls, and a tidy scoop of mashed potatoes. We have chocolate flying saucers, creamy white filling, and not just cookies, but gigantic cookies. You're really giving that imagery to your reader. So what we are going to be doing, boys and girls, I know this is Thanksgiving theme, that's okay. We are going to add on to our sentences. So example, okay, this is what we're going to be doing together. So here we have, I ate mashed potatoes. Then you're going to add one descriptive word, okay? Where's my annotate? So I ate the lumpy mashed potatoes. Then you're going to add two descriptive words. I ate the lumpy mashed potatoes with yummy gravy. Now you're going to add one more. I ate lumpy, fluffy mashed potatoes with yummy gravy. And then lastly, you're going to have four descriptive words. I ate the lumpy, fluffy mashed potatoes with yummy, runny gravy. Now, yummy isn't a word that I like you to be using, boys and girls. What's a better word? So even a stronger vocabulary word that we can use that means the same as yummy. What could we use? Emily?
Delicious.
Good, excellent, delicious. Delicious is a perfect word to use. That's building on our vocabulary. So we're going to try to stay, or scrumptious, very good. So we're going to try to stay away from words like yummy and yucky. Okay, rather than yummy and yucky, you can use words like delicious or disgusting. Okay. So this is our first task. You are going to look at the apple pie. So your first sentence, I'm going to write the example here. I had apple pie for dessert. You are going to add on to that now, boys and girls. You're going to add one descriptive word to my sentence, then you're going to add another, and one more. So a total of 4. All right, boys and girls, so I'm going to put our timer on now. So I think 3 minutes should be enough time for us to finish. And when you do finish, please give me that thumbs up so I know you are ready.
Now I'm ready. I took in.
Nice job. Thank you, Gavin. I'm going to put your example here.
I put 4 descriptive words.
Good. Excellent. That's our task. 4 descriptive words.
I forgot to put the picture.
So those of you writing just over 1 minute.
I sent one more thing over in the chat pod for extending.
Perfect.
Delete the period and then tape that back on. Yeah.
We're just going to add our commas too, okay, Gavin? So I ate a big, delicious, crunchy apple pie. So I had a big, comma, delicious for dessert at, I'm going to switch these words, okay? So early at night in a big home. Gavin, if you're finished and you're waiting, you can go on to the next slide, okay?
What is the next slide?
So the next slide is you are describing the next picture, which is a hot chocolate.
Okay.
Ken, are you finished?
Yeah.
Would you like to read what you wrote?
Okay, I had sweet apple pie made for dessert. I had round sweet apple pie and cheesecake for dessert at Thanksgiving.
Good, excellent.
I'm done.
All right, Emily, can you read your final one for me, please?
It's in chat.
It's in the chat. Thank you.
I brought a big scrumptious apple pie at an event.
Good. So I brought a big, scrumptious apple pie to the event. We're just going to change that to the event. Nice job, Emily.
Can I move on now?
You may. So boys and girls, once you send me it and I've approved, you can move on to the next slides, okay? Where you're now describing the hot chocolate and marshmallows.
Okay, since I'm done, what is the next slide?
And next slide. So we have a pile of leaves.